thought I'd take you a ride out towards Bantawi today. It started out earlier this morning. The rain didn't work with us very well, and I'll put a little bit of that in here. But as you'll see off to the left and right, there are a lot of shops and places that sell antiques and all kinds of different things. They don't have much business right now. Used to be the Chinese would flock to this place, but you know, there's no Chinese and there's no tourists at all. So I don't really know how they're hanging in there. But we'll ride out this way towards the river, and then at the river we'll make a right. It's a real pretty road down there. It runs past a couple temples, and there's a couple of interesting little places off to the left that I'll stop. But it's a beautiful day now. You know, it's a little hot out, but the sky's nice and clear. And this morning, well, probably from about, I'd say about 10:30 till probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock, it rained pretty good, so it really cleared things up. The sky's clear, the air's good. It's really nice. But as you'll see off to the left and the right, there's shops everywhere, selling anything from furniture to statues, and yeah, there's even an Indian over there. But I don't see how they're staying in business. And they did do a lot of export. A little bit of traffic out today, but I don't think it's that bad. We had something like 1,700 new cases of COVID show up today, and an increase of, I think, if I'm not mistaken, here in Chiang Mai, I think it was a increase of about 176. And right now, they've got no place to put anybody. Even the hospitals are just cram-packed. What's happening now, we're finding out, is if the hospital tests you and you test positive, they have to admit you. And these hospitals don't want to admit people, so they've stopped testing. So it's kind of a catch-22. So we've probably got a bunch of people running around out here that need to be tested that aren't going to be tested, because none of them want to spend, you know, 14 days in the what they call they're calling it kind of like camping, but what they've got is they've got about 1,000 beds in the convention center up in the north of Chiang Mai, and they're putting people in there. And most of those people are all asthmatic or whatever. They're not showing any symptoms, but it's filling up, and it's filling up quick. And the hospitals, from my understanding, are pretty much already full, and it just makes it real bad. But you know, the number's going to keep growing until they get the vaccines going strong. I don't, or they locked down. I don't foresee it getting any better. It's unfortunate. You know, I kind of wish, and I'm kind of preaching here, but I kind of wish while the Thais were, you know, we were all sitting there gloating that Thailand had done so well during COVID. If they would have taken that time maybe to do a little bit of pre-planning and plan for when shit hit the fan, they'd have some kind of a plan. But right now there's nothing. And unfortunately, right now the hospitals can't import the vaccine. So you just have to sit here and wait for the Thai government to do something. And we'll see what happens. But every day the numbers keep getting higher and higher. And the only people that are getting rich off of this is grab food, because nobody's going out to eat anywhere. Off to the right up here is really a pretty rice field. And this guy takes a lot of effort he's got a little place where you drive out. And he had so many people going out there, he finally had to lock the gates. But you'll see it as you go by. I'll point it out on the right. But it's really a beautiful day. I can see the mountains all the way over into Lampung. to the right is a little, where they used to have a market. Now, if you turn left here where that motorcycle just turned, that will take you to the backside of Coolapuntville. And a lot of people use that way to get in, so they don't have to deal with the traffic on Hang Dong Road. There's a really nice temple there on the right. A lot of new buildings and a lot of new businesses going in out here. There's a recycling plant to the right. And pretty much we've got rice fields on the right side and the left side here. It kind of breaks up, you know, you have a few businesses and then you'll have a rice field. Now that rice field is right off to the right here. He's got it fixed up real nice. He's got Thai flags all around the entrance. If it's open, I'll ride out there. The last time I went by, he had gates up so you couldn't ride out there. If they're open, I'll go out. Nope, he's got it closed. There it is off to the right. Real pretty. I ran into him one day when I came out here and flew my drone before he'd locked the gates up. And he was real proud of it. Now we're coming up on a pretty busy market. It may not be busy right now, but I guarantee you at 5, 6 o'clock, this place will be swamped with people. And they've got a bunch of food stalls in behind the 7-Eleven here. So they must do a fairly good business, but this place is packed in the afternoons. Everybody coming here to get their food. And it's busy during the day too. Now we're gonna make a right up here. Normally we would make a left to go into the city, but I'm gonna take you down another way. And that's a relatively new bridge. I think it's only been built about the last year. There was a bridge there and they reconstructed it. And they had a little makeshift bamboo bridge down here on the left. But all along the river, they've got these little pull-offs, and there's a couple of them that we'll stop at. I'm gonna speed you up here because there's not a lot to see right here. Right up here on the left is the place where I crashed the drone. We'll slow down a little bit. That was a sick day for me. It looks like they've done a little bit of cleaning up down here. Yeah, the day that I came back here and reflew it, there was an old boat parked out here. We'll stop here. I'll walk down by the river. This is a kind of neat little place, and I always enjoy. I used to come out here and just sit sometimes. And when I was riding bicycles, this would be a, kind of a stopping point where we'd stop at the 7-Eleven and buy some water, and then come back down here and sit and by the river and just kind of look at it. But it's a real pretty view from here. I'll turn it around so y'all can see it. At one time they had boats here, and you could take the boat a little ways up the river and down the river. You can't go very far down, but you can probably take it, up about where I stopped and did that video with the bridge. If the river was high, you could probably go up that far. And then down this way, I don't know exactly how far down you could get. We'll see when we go down, because we'll see where the waterfalls are. But right over there, there's a guy over there fishing right now. I don't know if y'all can see him. I can see his red shirt. But right there is where my drone went in. And it was for a bad day. I can tell you that. I had to jump back on the motorcycle and go all the way back up to that bridge, and then come back down the other side to get on the other side of the river, because I wasn't swimming in that damn river. And I waited around, never did find it. But I did manage to find it a few days later. And that video's in the, it's down there. I made a video about it, and I actually came back out here and flew again to make sure, with the new drone, just to kind of conquer my fears. But my wife was out here, and she took a picture of me standing out in the middle of the river with my shorts on. Actually, it was my underwear, but nobody knew. And that was the hee-haw. But anyway, this is what it looks like, and we're going to go back down this way, because there's another little place up here on the left. Let's walk down here a little bit, though. There's some interesting stuff down here I forgot about. And then when we get further on down, there's another place on the left that they've got some real interesting things down there right next to the river. And I'm not sure what they're there for. There are three or four little statues, and every time I come back, they're always fixed up a little bit differently. But this is kind of neat here. And right over there, there was you can't see it through the trees. There's a house over there that somebody started to build, and then they just never finished it. But this is kind of neat. It'd be nice if they cleaned it up a little bit. But there are these little places all along the river as you're going south, and we're going south now towards San Patong. Yeah, he's out there. They're fishing for something. Now, if you look behind that tree, right in the middle of the picture, you can see the bit of a foundation. And basically, there's a foundation there, and then there's 4 poles going up, or 8 poles, where they were going to put the roof in, but nobody ever finished it. There are several places like that here that I've found, and it just seems like either people get started on it and they run out of money and they stop, or who knows. And there's one house in particular on Canal Road on the other side that's a really, really nice house, built up real well, and out in the middle of the brush, and it's just grown up around it. I haven't really looked at it that close to see if there are ever windows put in or what kind of condition it is. I may go out there and just make a video on that one day. But it was to be a beautiful house. And the story that I keep hearing from people is that a foreigner was building it with his Thai wife, and they got into an argument or a fight, and the house sat there and was left incomplete. I don't know if it's any true, whether there's any truth to it. I haven't really gone around it that much because I'm a little bit leery of getting out there and getting snake bit. But one day I may go out there and do that. But anyway, we'll jump on the bike here and we'll go a little bit further south. And look over there, a little picture of the dogs. I don't know what the sign says. Oh, I bet you they're having a clinic to inoculate the dogs. Well, that's good. Well, we'll get back started south. You get a real pretty view here from this curve of the river. You see the river real well from right here. We'll head further south. Now, this was the place that I was telling you about. It's kind of cool. It looks like they're building something out here, or they're building something right next to it. But it's just, it's kind of cool. And they've got that Buddha head right in between the two trees there. And then we go over here, and we've got these statues. I think this is so cool. Now, somebody's put a hat on them since the last time I was here, and a mask. Pretty neat. Now, one of these guys, the last time I was here, had a pair of brass knuckles. Oh, they're the brass knuckles right there, laying in the dirt. Somebody's taking them off. That's pretty cool. And that must be a policeman there, I take it. It's just kind of cool. You just find these different things like this out there. It's just neat to stop and look. He's got him a helmet on and everything. And then here, I guess you just walk down to the water. That elephant's seen better days. Yeah, you just got all kinds of little statues here. Try to get down a little bit lower so you can see them. He has got a belt and a cell phone tucked in his belt. So he's got a wallet, key, cell phone in his ear. And now we go over here, and they've got a little pavilion set up right here. And you get these little birdies and a Buddha head. Pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure what that says, but I would venture to say it has something to do with the little village here. You got chimes on the trees. I'm watching out for snakes too. It's pretty cool. Yeah, all kinds of little chimes in the trees. And over here we've got more decorations in the trees. That says something. I don't know what it says though. See if we got anything else over here. Ow, shit, I know what got me. Excuse me, ants got me. Whew. Yeah, I don't know what they're building here. There's no telling. You got somebody over there. Last time I was here, there was somebody came out and talked to me. There's nobody around here today, except for the workers. Well, we'll get back on the bike and head a little bit further south. There's a couple other places I want to show you, and then I'll try to bring you back through through one of the villages if we can get on the right road to come back towards Hang Dong. Yeah, that water looks nasty. But I think that Buddha in the tree there is neat. I've taken some still pictures of it. God only knows where they're at now. Looks like there's something. I want to get a closer look. It looks like there's something down there. Oh, okay. Yeah, they've just built down to the tree. And I hear the ice cream man. That is a big tree. There he is. I bet you that's the same one, if that's the same guy that goes by my house. Swaddy Cop! Well, let me shut this thing off and remount it, and we'll head south. Right here is a cute little village. A couple of places to eat here and places to get coffee and Swaddy Ka. Just nice people. And to the left we go to Nong Tong, and to the right we go to Hang Dong. So I'm going to hang a left here. We'll go down this way a little bit. Actually, I'm going to show you this temple off to the right first. It's a really pretty temple. And you got the rice fields right in front, and then you got the kids over there watching. Pretty cool. This is a real pretty temple. I was out here flying the drone one day, and the monk came out, and he was real friendly. This is recently built here on the right. You have to appreciate this temple. It's pretty old. I'll try to tie this up so you can see it. Now when I swing around to the left here, you'll see the old drums that they used to use. There's a set of them right over here to my left. And that one there has seen its better day. It's a beautiful rice field here. Now straight ahead of me, when I come up to this mound here, there's a bunch of people sitting over there watching them farm the rice. Yeah, you really can't see them too well. Yeah, there they are. It's probably their rice field. All right, we're going to go to the right here. It's just beautiful rice fields here. This used to be my bicycle route. When I'd leave Hang Dong, come out and get on this road and ride it south into Nong Tong and then come back through Sampatong. But not much to see here. I'm going to speed y'all up here for a little while. I think. Try anyway. And I'll show you where the tilapia are farmed. You can see real well. Now this is where your tilapia that you buy in the supermarkets, this is where they're farmed. Right here. You can see a few of them in there. I can see some of them, some of the red ones. But these are all up and down the river from about Banthawi on down. Kind of wild vegetation growing right into it. I'd say you can come right down here and buy it right off the street. Well, let's head a little further south and see what else we can find. Now if I can get up that hill without busting my butt. Yeah, we got it. Now all back through the right here, most of these houses and things are all, they've got little fish ponds around their houses. What's really cool, they have those little things that spin there that spread the water. And it's kind of fun to come by and watch them when they're doing it. And they have them on, they have water flying everywhere. And these trees to the right are all, look like, I believe they're all lumyai trees. This seems to be the main place where they farm here and process the fish. Personally, I wouldn't eat them. And then you got the falls right there. So if you came down in a boat, that's about as far as you can come right here. We'll go down just a little bit further, not too much further. Matter of fact, I'm going to speed y'all up here. We're coming into Nong Tong now, and this is just a little village, mainly a fishing village. And we're going to take a right up here, take us back into civilization. If we turn left, we'd be going over the bridge, but we're going to go right. And she is selling all kinds of food. She got fish. Swadee Kap. And this is the village of Nong Tong. Up here we're going to make a right, and I'm going to turn warp speed back on because we got a little ways to go before there's really anything to see. It's 7-Eleven there. I am thirsty. See if I can get in here. I'm going to turn y'all off here for a second. Now up here we're gonna make a right here at this this Chinese temple. This is a really cool temple. I've never been up inside of it. And now we're headed back towards Hangdong. We're going to be coming in through the south end of it. I'm going to speed y'all up a little bit because there's really nothing to see back here. This is another really cool temple. I'll drive in and let you look around a little bit. Also enjoy the shade for a little while. Whew. It's pretty cool. At night it's pretty. And then you get the bell tower right over here with the drum. Chickens. A lot of chickens out here. And check this out. I'm sure y'all can see that real good. don't know if this is for dog food or whatever it's for, but I'll give some. Got some marbles in its eyes. Well, I can't really reach it. Well, let me turn this off. Ooh. It's hot. Usually they have a pretty big market here sometimes. People out selling all kinds of food here. I'm going to go left here because there's one more thing I want to show you on this road. One of the main reasons I came back this way. And I don't think it's very much further up. Oh, maybe it's back just a little bit. A lot of old houses on this road. You know, let this car get by me. There's a real pretty house right there to the right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what I want to show you is right up here, coming up, just quick. Maybe past this, another temple here. Maybe just, I think it's just past this temple. Okay, we had a little battery snafu there. I don't know where it cut off, but luckily I was watching it. If you missed anything, you really didn't miss much. But you remember the other day I was telling you about trees. They don't like to cut trees down. I'm going to show you a prime example up here. There are a few other places like this in Chiang Mai, but this is the one that I know of the most because I've been by it more times. they're grilling fish over there too. Yeah, it's just a little ways past this temple. I was thinking it was just past the other temple that we just passed, but no, it's just past this one. See, wow, they've paved all this too. Wow. It did not used to be like that. Put the chrome guardrails in. Oh, they usually have a big market here too. And it may be going on in there. Yeah, it is. Now we're officially back. We're back in Hang Dong now. I need to go this way. I have a bad habit of taking that left turn there, and that's not the way I wanted to go. Oh, it's an iron place, cast iron. Work on welding there. Huh. I'm not sure what little municipality this is. It's Hang Dong, but they usually have a sub-name for it, Tambun. I can't remember, I don't know the name of it. Or Amper or whatever they call it. Temple there. Temples everywhere. I mean, you just drive down the street and you're gonna find a temple somewhere. And that's a good thing to know. If you have to go to the bathroom, look for a temple, because the temples always have bathrooms. And sometimes they're not the most convenient, but they're there. And you can usually get in. All right, this is what I want to show you. This is a tree right in the middle of the road. Don't move the tree. We'll just build the road around it. That's pretty cool. I'm sure that meets OSHA standards. I'm amazed they've got cones out. Usually they don't. They'll just prop the ladder up and have the bottom of the ladder painted red. Hope that you can see it. And they'll put the ladder right out in the middle of the road. There's an old house. My barber is up here on the left-hand side somewhere, I believe. Yeah, right up past this yellow post. Yep, he's in there cutting hair. He's got them lined up. But we're back out on the same road here. So I'm going to go ahead and shut you all off until we get into town. Y'all have already seen all this. Or I'll put you back. You're just now starting to get the market ready, setting up the food. We're going to make a left here. The main Hang Dong market is off to our right here. And that's pretty much all day, and yeah, you usually shut down about 7, 8 o'clock at night. But then you have the food that's out front that's usually there till probably about 9, 9:30. About 10 o'clock they start closing up. Well, I'm going to close this out. Hope you enjoyed this little ride. You know, it's kind of disappointing that you can't get out and walk the streets and kind of get around people, but right now it's just not safe. There's too much COVID going around, and it's probably going to get worse. And I feel comfortable riding the motorcycle around. I just don't like getting around too many people. So probably for the next, till things calm down, this is probably the way I'll be doing the videos, and maybe get further out in the country. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button and notification bell, and leave me some comments, and we'll see what I come up with next time. See you later.